fade, and your frolic be turned into friends. Sing like out at the helping hour, fed away as you forget. Helper and healer I cling to the waves of the woodland waves. Strays I find it in blues, I find it in pities and all to forget. Ah me,
Tut tut.
poor toad.
20 years.
20 years. Well, he might get out earlier. On good behavior, perhaps. No, I expect not. How you could have left him unguarded on such a feeble notice is beyond me.
Really, Rat, I hate to say it, but you've been a bit of a duffer this time.
Well, I suppose so. There's no use dwelling on the point now. It's all done with. I shall journey to Toad Hall and see what needs to be seen to in its master's absence.
We'll go with you.
No, it is too late tonight. Come by tomorrow morning and see what you can do to help.
Come, Ratty, you haven't had any supper.
I don't feel very hungry.
Come with me.
And healer I cling to the waves of the woodland glens. Strays I find in its woods, I find it in pities and all to forget. Bidding them all to forget. Bidding them all to forget.
Toad found himself in a dank and lonesome dungeon, where he shed bitter tears and buried himself in complete despair.
Who will weep for the toad? Lose any sleep for the toad? Oh, I am just a child forged in sorrow, one for whom there's no tomorrow. Who will weep for me? Who will mourn for the toad? Be forlorn for the toad. Oh, I am cursed by all, condemned and hated, battered, beaten, and berated. Who will mourn for me? I used to be a star in my own right. I sparkled like a diamond in the night. But now that blaze of bygone days has burned down to a glow, and I find I have left behind that light of long ago. So who will cry for the toad? Do or die for the toad? Oh, I am God's creation, sealed in sadness, plagued by mischief, plagued by madness. Who will weep for me? Who will weep for me? Toady.
Now, the jailer had a daughter, a good-hearted child, who assisted her father in the lighter duties of his post. She was particularly fond of animals.
Good morning, Toad. I brought you hot butter toast and jam.
Hot buttered toast? I say, you are a good-hearted child, aren't you? What did you say your name was again?
Penelope.
Well, Penelope, are you sure your father approves of you making these visits to the notorious Mr. Toad, the terror of the Lone Trail, the traffic queller, before whom all must give way or be smitten into nothingness and everlasting night?
Oh no, he says anything to shut you up. He says he's tired of your sulks, your unpleasant airs, the way you cry out and kick your legs and refuse to be comforted, the way you burst out sobbing at the slightest thing and whine and curse and
Yes,
complain.
well, that's enough of that. I get the gist of it. So tired of me, is he? Well, if he's so very tired of me, why doesn't he let me loose from this medieval ash can of his? Surely you must
no.
see...
Shirley's my cousin. My name is Penelope.
Right.
Oh, he couldn't do that. It's his job to see that you stay securely locked up.
Yes, of course.
However, if you were to escape, he couldn't be held accountable now, could he?
No, I suppose not. Look here. What are you suggesting?
You know, I've grown very fond of you, Toad, and the stories you've told me about your good friends, the Water Rat and Mole and Mr. Badger, they make me quite sad. You miss them so very much.
Yes, well, there you have it. I'm just a big sentimental animal at heart.
Oh, Toady, now listen, Toad. I have an aunt who's a washerwoman.
Oh, there. I have several aunts who ought to be washerwomen.
Do be quiet a minute. You talk too much. That's your worst fault.
I wasn't aware I had any faults.
Now listen, Toad. My aunt does the washing for all the guards. She comes here once a week.
Oh, yes, I remember seeing her now.
Now, you're very rich, or at least you're always telling me you are, and she's quite poor. A few pounds would make all the difference in the world to her. I think if she were approached in the right way, you could come to some sort of an agreement. She could let you borrow her dress and bonnet, and you can escape disguised as a washwoman. You're very like in many ways, especially your figures.
We are not! I have a very elegant figure for what I am.
Well, so does my aunt for what she is. But fine, have it your way, you horrid, proud, ungrateful animal.
No.
Here I am, feeling sorry for you and trying to help you, and all you can do is...
No, you're quite right. But surely you must... No, truly, you must see that it would be preposterous to see me running around the countryside dressed as a washerwoman.
Well, fine, then you can stay here as a toad. 20 years really isn't so long when you think about it.
No. You're right. I am indeed a selfish, ungrateful toad, and you are a good, kind, and clever girl. Please introduce me to your aunt. I'm certain the lovely lady and I will be able to arrange things.
All right, she's outside. Auntie!
He's too fat. He'll never pass me.
Really, my good woman.
Not gonna look handsome enough. I'll never walk.
I
Please,
say.
Auntie, lend us your clothes. How much money do you have?
Well, just a few pounds.
I'll take it.
Well, really, how am I to...
Now you tie me up.
I beg your pardon?
Find the acne so it looks like you got me off guard.
Well, won't you have to take your... Oh, well, yes, I suppose that's right. And it will keep a bit more with my character. An excellent suggestion.
Help! Help! It's a whole boy way to stove. He's making a mockery of it. 30 ounces of whole boy way to sing. Tell me ounces of lies. How good looking populace. How popular, good looking, cleanliness. Lies! Lies, all of them!
Put that in her mouth. Put that in her mouth.
It's
Yes, that's quite enough of that.
Here, get into this. You must go straight down the way they brought you up. And if anyone says anything to you, which they probably will, being men, you can stop and chat a bit. But not too long, because you're a widow and a perfect lady.
A perfect lady. Right.
There, you're the very image of her. Run along now, Toad. Toad, do be a more respectable animal in the future.
Yes, well, thank you. But I do hope that I have...
Just go.
Goodbye, my dear.
Oh, I won't miss him so, but I'm glad that he's free. Thank you, Auntie. What was that?
You're welcome. Help! Help! The dog trying to steal against me. Diablo, follow him! I'm a lady!
station. Too bad I spent all my money on that hall washerwoman. Well, we'll just have to make do. Hello. Oh, God, forsaken me. What's a poor washerwoman to do? Oh, boo.
Hello, Mother. What's the trouble?
Oh, you see, I'm a poor washerwoman, and I have no money to pay for a train ticket, and I must get home tonight somehow. Oh dear.
That's bad luck indeed. And I'll bet you got little ones waiting for you at home, too.
Oh, yes, whatever you say. Oh, yes, and they'll be hungry and knocking over lamps and playing with matches. Oh, the sweet and innocent things. Oh, dear.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm the engineer of this train, you see. It's powerful, dirty work. Uses a lot of shirts, it does. If you'll scrub a few shirts for me when you get home and send them along to me, I'll let you have a ride in the engine. How's that sound?
Oh, thank you. You are very kind. I shall be happy to wash as much clothing as you like.
Then hop right up here. Careful now, Mom. Well, it's about that time. All aboard!
Oh, I say, how exhilarating! What a lovely life this must be to you. Look there, camps and fields and forests and hedges and horses and cows all flying past. This must be a lovely way to pass the hours.
It's all right.
Oh, how I do envy you. Washing can be ever so tiresome. I've always wondered what it might like to drive a train. Do you suppose that I might?
Sorry, Mom. It's company policy.
Oh, well, pity.
That's very strange.
What? What is?
For the last train running this way tonight, yet I could have sworn I heard another following us.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can see it clearly now. Look, there's a train behind us. It looks as if we're being chased.
Oh, dear. Why, whichever for, I wonder.
And they're gaining on us. Fast! And the cab is all full of policemen, all waving clubs. Looks as if they want us to stop.
Oh, save me, dear engineer, and I'll confess everything. You see, I am not the poor washerwoman that appears before you. I am, in fact, a toad. The well-respected and popular Mr. Toad, a land proprietor, and I have just escaped from that vile and loathsome and untidy prison into which my enemies have flung me. If those fellows behind us recapture me, it will be chains and bread and water and sarcasm once more for the poor unhappy Toad.
And what were you put in prison for?
Oh, well, it was nothing really. I only borrowed a motor car while owners were at lunch. I didn't mean to smash it up, really, but people have such a harsh view of high-spirited and whimsical actions.
I'm afraid you've been a bad toad. I'd hand you over to the policeman.
Oh, please!
But you seem like a nice fellow, so I will not abandon you in your outfit. Besides, I hate to see everyone locked up. The sight of an animal in tears always makes me soft-hearted. They're gaining on us. They have a better engine than we have. There's just one thing to do. You see that tunnel up ahead?
Yes, I see it.
I'll put on all the speed I can while we're going through it. And the moment we're on the other side, we'll jump off. Try to land on something soft, and run and hide in the woods before they get to the tunnel. Are you ready?
Wait. You back up to that part about me jumping off.
Here we go.
Mind, it's very dark in here.
Get ready now, Toad. As soon as we get to the end of the tunnel.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not going to like this.
Here we go.
Oh, well, thank you. And if you're ever in the neighborhood of Toad Hall, please...
Jump!
What?
Jump!
Ah!
morning, Mom.
Oh.
Lovely dive you took off that train. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Yes, thank you.
Any particular reason for you to be jumping off of moving vehicles? Or is it just for the sport of it?
Well, you see, I was on my way to visit my married daughter. So, you see, she sends for me, so off I go. So, well, and you see, I had to spend all my money to pay for a train ticket. And you see, I'm in the washing and laundering business, you know, and I don't make very much money. Well, as I was on the train, I was looking for the ladies' room, you see, and well, as I was on there, I must have taken a wrong turn because it turned out to be the facilities, turned out to be the back of the caboose. And well, here I am.
I see. And where might your married daughter be living, Mum?
Oh, very, very near the river, right next to a great house called Toad Hall. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Toad Hall. Why, I'm going that way myself. See, this canal joins up the river. Then it's an easy walk from there. You come along with me.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind and generous indeed.
See, I'm just giving the horse here a bit of a rest. He's been pulling the barge along since early this morning.
Oh, here, horsey. Oh! Yes, that is. He is yours originally.
Oh, no. I found them running wild just down the main road a few months ago. He was scared half out of his wits, though. Poor thing.
Yes, imagine that.
Bit of luck for me, though. So, you're in the washing business, are you?
Oh yes, washing, ironing, clear starching, making up fine men's shirts for evening wear, that sort of thing.
But surely you don't do all of the work yourself.
No, I have girls, 20 or 30, I'm always at work.
But do you do any of the washing yourself?
Of course I do. It's my joy, my passion. I'm never so happy as when I've got both my hands in a hot tub full of sudsy water. Oh, ask anyone.
How fortunate. See, I've got half a year's worth of dirty clothes back on the barge.
Oh, goody.
I'm sure you could see to it while we make our way down the canal. I'd appreciate it ever so, and I know that it would be a pleasure for you.
Yes, well, see, it's the off-season, and well,
I knew it! Washerwoman indeed! What a great humbug you are! Why, just look at those hands! I bet you've never washed more than a dishcloth in your life! And as for that story about falling off of the train, why, I bet my breakfast that you were thrown off for having snuck on in the first place!
Why, you common low bargeman! How dare you talk to your betters that way? I will have you know that I am the Toad of Toad Hall. And though I may be under a bit of a cloud at the moment, I will not be talked down to by a mere bargeman. And what's more, that's my horse. Come on, William.
No, it's the Toad! It's the terrible and conceited Toad!
Go, William. We're finally reunited once again. Brother, trusty steed and friend. I never thought I'd see this day arrive. Away with boredom, feeling so alive. Adventures what we seek and always find. Reconnection only was a matter of time. Caution to the wind. This wild ride is off and running, and so it begins. On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where you'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road. Only time will tell, like throwing coins into the wishing well. I'll set my sights on what the dream will be, now that we are riding wild and free. I'll drive the fastest car you ever saw, watch me as I go outrun the law. I'll be the fastest, quickest, smartest horse. I hear it now, the calling of the course. Ascot, Brighton, Epsom Downs, Chesterfont will hear the sound. Cheering crowds along the rail, down the stretch, watch me sail. Winner's circle within sight, galloping with all my might. Record finish, record time, William at the finish line. On the open road, on the open road.
It's nice to be away from all that mud. Without a horse, it's hard to haul a barge. I think I like this life of living large. So let's continue on this well-worn trail that gets us to the homestead without fail.
I'm glad to be with you, my trusted friend.
Here's to hoping this won't be the end.
On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where you'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road. On the open road along the riverbank, Toad and William make their way back home. Fields and meadows, open trails, flying by as we set sail. That's where you'll find William and Toad on the open road. On the open road. On the open road. On the open road. William, let's get out of here! Quickly! Go!
Hello, sir. Got any laundry needs doing?
Well,
There
sure
is
that
a wide world waiting for
Toady!
Ratty!
Oh!
Just look at you. Just look at you.
Oh, Ratty, I've been through such times since we last met, such trials, such sufferings.
But I was fantastic. I faced it all with the typical Toad cleverness and flair.
I've been in prison and gotten out of it, stole away on a train, got my horse back, humbugged everybody.
Oh, I am a clever Toad.
Others strive for excellence, but next to me, they pale in comparison. You know, I am the only animal or person I know who always accomplishes what he sets out to do. You know, Ratty, you with Mole and Badger couldn't keep me in my own home. Oh, you couldn't even...
Oh, Toad, stop it. Can't you see what a fool you've been? Not to mention how foolish you've made your friends look. Your friends who tried to keep you from danger. We tried to keep you out of trouble, but did you listen? No. You went off and stole a motor car, wrecked it, and ended up in prison. And now, to make things worse, you come in here and tell me how very stupid I and your other friends are. Your friends who have cried themselves to sleep every night since you've been gone. Honestly, Toad. Well, go ahead and be a thief. That ought to be fun. When are you going to learn to be a sensible animal and think about how your actions affect me and the Badger and the Mole? When are you going to try to be a credit to your friends? Oh, I give up. I really do. Now, please take off that ridiculous costume and try to clean yourself up.
You're right, Ratty. I have been a fool, haven't I? Thoughtless, selfish, acting only my own self-interest. It's got to change, and it will change. As for motor cars, I don't want to see another motor car for as long as I live. In fact, as I was coming here, riding alongside the river, a wonderful idea came to me. Something about motor boats. No, Ratty, I was only kidding. Honestly, I was joking. Oh, come over here. It's quite all right.
Oh, how'd you get here? Oh, wait, I don't care, as long as you are here.
You must have escaped, you clever animal.
Welcome home, Toad. What am I saying? Home indeed. This is a poor homecoming, to be sure. I'm truly sorry.
Why, what do you mean?
You mean you haven't heard?
I was just about to tell him.
Tell me what?
It's the weasels. They've taken over Toad Hall.
Badger found them. They've been staying there ever since you left.
Lying about the place.
Staying in bed half the day,
Breakfast at all hours.
eating your food,
Drinking your drink.
acting just like
Actors.
and they're telling everybody they've come to stay for good.
Oh, have they? Well, they'll soon see about that.
Oh, Toad, it's no good. They've got the house heavily guarded. It's a very difficult situation, but I really think that
No,
you should
he
just let it
shouldn't.
go.
He should do nothing of the sort. Here's what you ought to do.
No, it's my house, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Weasels
storm it
out
down.
of your
Be
house.
quiet, all of you. Thank you. Toad, you are a very troublesome animal.
Yes, Badger, I know I am.
Good. Now what the rat says is quite true. The weasels are on guard. It's quite useless for us to think of attacking the place. They are too strong for us.
Then it's all over. I shall go enlist in the foreign service.
Oh, do be quiet, Toad. There's an underground passage that leads from the riverbank into Toad Hall.
Nonsense, Badger. I know every inch of Toad Hall, and there's nothing of that sort anywhere, I assure you.
My young friend, there's a great deal your father told me that he would have never thought of telling you. When he showed me the passage, he told me, "Now don't let my son know about this. He's a good boy, but not very responsible. If he's ever in a real fix, this may be of use to him. You may tell him then, but not before." Now, I found out a thing or two. There seems to be a big banquet going on tonight. It's the Chief Weasel's birthday, and they'll all be gathered in the dining hall carrying about. And when the moment is right, the four of us shall sneak up through the tunnel and into the kitchen.
And take them all by surprise.
And we shall run them from Toad Hall forever.
Well said, Toad. Let's go!
Come on, William.
Sophie had a beautiful house, so long, Toad. Sophie had a beautiful
Is everybody happy then? Are we all having a lovely time? Well then, before we go any further, I should like to offer a word of thanks to our kind benefactor, the good toad, the clever toad, the modest toad. It is a great disappointment to me that he could not be here with us tonight. I did send him an invitation all the way from Highgate Prison. Perhaps we'll stop around later, say in about 20 years. Well, I won't detain you any longer. Go on and have yourself a good time. And remember, if any of you are driving home tonight, try to recall the example set by our generous toast and have as many smash-ups as you possibly can. What? Who said that?
Come on, boys! Charge!
This way. Keep turning. Keep turning. Stop.
Oh, yes, well, we must get this place cleaned up now, shall we? I invite all of you to a banquet tonight at Toad Hall to celebrate the glorious return of Mr. Toad. The following entertainments will be provided. First, a speech by Toad. There will also be other speeches throughout the evening, all by Toad. There will also be a song by Toad composed by himself. Next, an address by Toad, explaining how he almost single-handedly managed to Toad. Yes, Badger?
I want you to understand something. I'll speak very clearly and only say this once. There will be no speeches at this banquet of yours, and no songs either.
But can I just sing one little song?
Please understand that I'm not going to argue with you. I am telling you.
But
No.
it'll be my last song ever, my last hurrah, so to speak. It'll be a small song, a ballad perhaps, or a hymn. Just one itsy bitsy little song.
One song only.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Badger. Oh, thank you. Oh, here's a little number I wrote, and it's called When the Toad Came Home. Hit it! There was panic in the parlor, and the howling in the hall. There was crying in the cowshed, and the shrieking in the stall. Oh, when the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. Oh, when the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. There was smashing in of windows and a crashing in of floor. There was shivvying of weasels who fainted on the floor. Oh, when the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. Oh, when the toad came home, when the toad came home, when the toad, when he came back home. Bang goes the drums, the trumpeters are tooting, and the soldiers are saluting, and the medics they are shooting, and the motor cars are hooting, and the trumpeters are tooting, and the soldiers are saluting, and the cannons they are shooting, and the motor cars
Chief Weasel ran from him?
I must admit, Toad put up a noble fight.
Oh no, Badger. You were the mastermind of it all, and Rat and Mole, you bore the brunt of the skirmish. I merely served in the ranks and did little or nothing. It was thanks to you that we recaptured Toad Hall.
Who are you, and what have you done with Toad?
Oh, my good friend, Mr. Mole. I am indeed a changed Toad. Now my friends shall never have to be embarrassed of me again.
And so it came to pass that he indeed was an altered Toad.
Everybody! When the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the Toad, when he came back home. When the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the Toad, when he came back home. When the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the Toad, when he came back home. When the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the Toad, when he came back home. When the Toad came home, when the Toad came home, when the Toad, when he came back home. I know a place where the waters wide, not very far and not hard to find. Somewhere it seems where statues and seas are left behind, left behind. I know a place where the lightning screams, and there are gentle imaginings. Over the hills, the wind in the willows sings how it sings, and we will sing along to the song that's always beholden, and we will dance away while the day is crimson and golden, and there'll be time enough for dreams to begin on the wind in the willows, the wind in the willows, the wind in the willows. Poop, poop, honk, honk.